Hello, everyone. Welcome to the Monday Lunchtime Digest for April 13, 2026. It's so good to have everyone here with us. And so, what is on our mind is the Summer Super Summit. So, that is coming up May 6th, 7th, and 8th. And we are really excited about what we have going on. And so, if you want to learn more about that, just go to summersupersummit.com. We are really excited to have our two keynotes. So, we have Dr. Joseph Gerstein, who is one of the co-founders of Smart Recovery, who's the keynote for one of our days. And then on the other days, it's Dr. Cynthia de las Fuentes, who is a founding member of the National Latinx Psychological Association and past president of the American Psychological Association. So we are really excited to have both of them as our keynotes. Also, of course, we're excited to have all of our breakout presenters that we have. And you can check that out at summersupersummit.com. And also, this is going to be the first year that we're going to do a pre-conference. And so the pre-conference is going to be focusing on trust-based relational intervention, TBRI. And so if you're a TBRI practitioner and want to just brush up on some of the concepts and techniques and learn some new ones, then come to the pre-conference. If you don't know anything about TBRI but are curious, then come to the pre-conference and you will learn more about TBRI and how you can apply it to children, teens, and adults. So we'd love to have you come join us. Again, summersupersummit.com, and just click there to register for the conference. We want to give a special shout out and thanks to our sponsors for our summit this year. So our first sponsor is Slate Recovery. We're really excited to have them as a sponsor for us. And so Slate Recovery does intensive outpatient services as well as individual and family counseling services there at Slate Recovery. And so you can learn more about Slate Recovery at slaterecovery.com. And then our other sponsor is Thousand Branches Wellness. And so they do individual therapy and intensive outpatient program. And they focus on people who are either in the National Guard or in the military, their families. So just with a special emphasis on people who are in the military. So check them out at thousandbrancheswellness.com. So if you've been watching, we have some legislation that is coming up. And so go to our legislation tracker, and we have 4 bills that are either in committee today or are going to be in committee tomorrow. And so we have House Bill 3587, House Bill 2947, House Bill 3647, and Senate Bill 1806. And so House Bill 3587 is gives the ability for judges to court order outpatient counseling, have a treatment plan. The person has to attend outpatient counseling services as part of their sentencing. And so that is what House Bill 3587 is going to be heard in committee tomorrow. And then House Bill 2947, that is the one that will allow interns to see clients at and be reimbursed by Medicaid. And so, of course, they have to have a supervisor that is supervising them. From my understanding of reading the bill, the supervisor doesn't have to be in the same room with them. They just have to be under, quote unquote, supervision, but that they can provide these services one-on-one. But the interns that are from they're master's level interns from an accredited university. And then we have House Bill 3647, which makes a office of the state coordinator for health information exchange. And so that creates a position within the Oklahoma Healthcare Authority of a person that will be responsible for the health information exchange there. And I know a few years ago, mental health therapists got really riled up about the health information exchange. There's nothing that I read in that which goes back on what was eventually amended and put into law, that mental health therapists may participate in the health information exchange, but do not have to participate in the health information exchange. And so that is just making a new position within the healthcare authority that will monitor health information. And then last is Senate Bill 1806, which is allowing children, or I guess young adults in foster care, to be able to stay in foster care until they're age 21. There's certain requirements that they have to meet, such as either going to college or a trade school, working, things like that. But that they can stay in foster care up until the age of 21. And so that one is going to be heard in committee today at 3 o'clock. So again, you go to oklahomacounselinginstitute.org and /legislation, and you can go to our legislation tracker and learn all about those things. So we have looking at continuing education. If you aren't able to join us for the Summer Super Summit, then we have other ones coming up. So we have June 6th. We have Dr. David Pfaff, who's coming, who is going to be talking about acceptance commitment therapy and then also clinical supervision in the evolving world of AI. So that'll be really, really interesting. And then on June 13th, we have Jamie Lavecchio, who's coming to talk about assessments for substance use disorders, as well as ethical dilemmas in rural counseling. I love the title of this, where everybody knows your name, ethical dilemmas in rural counseling. And so those are going to be provided in person. They're going to be at the Halo Project here in Oklahoma City. And we would love for you to come join us. And you can learn more about those by going to oklahomacounselinginstitute.org. And if you can't make any of our in-person events, then we have over 70 online board-approved continuing education courses. Again, just go to oklahomacounselinginstitute.org where you can access those. So thank you guys so much for joining me today. We look forward to having you join us at either the Summer Super Summit or also at one of our other upcoming in-person events, or would love for you to join us online. So everyone have a good week, and we'll see you next time. Bye-bye.